I'm Tracy Fance, and I just wanted to talk to you today about womb anxiety. This isn't something new, and you may have heard of it by a different name. Now, basically, womb anxiety, it's not easy to say, is something that we experience when we are a fetus and we're in the womb. Now, this isn't to guilt trip your parents or to lay any more blame at their shoes, because this is A, not intentional, and B, it's part of our soul contract. It's part of what we are here to learn and to help us grow. So let me give you an example. So pretty much every child who's adopted will have had womb anxiety. And the reason for that is because clearly if you're planning to give a child up, they either weren't wanted in the first place, there's circumstances that mean you can't keep that child, or there's something traumatic going on, like maybe a partner has died, or you didn't plan to get pregnant in the first place, or maybe you were the victim of a rape. It can be all sorts of things, okay? And so all the time that mother is carrying that baby and carrying that fetus, it's picking up on the anxiety that is coming from the mother and the father and the emotions in the energy around those people and just everything that's going on, okay? And even if you were a first-time mum and you really wanted this baby, it could well be that you're stressed about being a first-time parent. Most people, when they're having a child, are, oh my God, I want to be a good parent. What if I'm awful like my mum or dad? Or what if I'm not very good at it? What if I do something wrong? And just all sorts of insecurities and paranoid things, and just everything basically. So all of those thoughts, those feelings, that energy is soaked up by the fetus, and it has an effect. And so let's take parents who were in a disintegrating relationship. It may well be that during that pregnancy, the mother and father are fighting more, so there's emotional upset coming back up the umbilical cord to the baby. It may well be that if the partner is beating up on the mother, that they are then in fear of the baby being hurt. It may just be that there's this, oh my God, if it wasn't for the baby, I wouldn't stay, I would leave. And that's not the baby's fault. And this again, as I said, is not to heap blame or guilt on parents, but it is about knowing that everything that happened when we were in the womb impacts on us. Now, that sounds like, great, I've got enough to deal with just trying to get through everyday life, and now you're heaping this on me as well. The good news is it can be changed. It can be undone. It can be rectified. So actually, this is about recognizing that if you're having issues in your life and you just cannot find the root cause, it may be that you need to look at the womb anxiety. You need to look at what your mum's pregnancy was like. Now, you can ask your mum all about that, and if you're lucky, she will tell you all about it, but you don't need to. So if your mum isn't here, or if, like me, you're adopted, you can actually just experience it yourself. And we do something called timeline therapy within coaching. That takes you back to the gestation period and gives you that opportunity to find out what was going on, see how that made you feel, and then clear it. Okay, so if basically you're having issues that you cannot get to the bottom of, or if someone around you is, then you might just want to take a look at some coaching and see if we can do that timeline therapy and get to the root of what went on and how it's affecting you now. And you never know, you could be having the life that you've been wanting for a long time. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with you soon.